Hi, it's the peasant of Ottawa again. You may get the wrong impression of me that, why would I call myself the peasant of Ottawa? Well, because society and civil servants and politicians made me this way. And it all started with Mike Harris and John Baird when I wrote on the side of my car how, you see in the video about John Baird. You probably didn't know that Debucci told us that we should eat tuna fish and Newfoundland steak, which is baloney. But the funny thing about it back then, how desperate I was and everything like that. I don't particularly like tuna. I starved myself out for my daughter. Now, you're probably wondering why, again, I'm talking about this. When John Baird and Mike Harris and everything like that did this, I turned into a professional loser. So I call myself a professional loser when people ask me, what do I do for a living? Well, I lose intentionally. Because you can't fight like what Scott Stewart and James Devine did with Bob Shirelli and Judy Taggart. You know what I mean? Now I'm I'm suicidal, violent, and I have no regard for human life. Now, you can't take that brand off yourself. You can't take any brand that they place on you. It's there forevermore, and they'll use it against you to the day you die because I'm a poster boy for this. You know what I mean? I don't have a criminal record, but again, they had to get me one way or another, or do at least some damage to me to try to teach me some profound lesson. Well, you can't teach me any lessons that I haven't already learned, and I know them all. So, I was just sitting here watching the House of Commons like I always do because I have nothing better to do in my life. I watch politics, I watch the news and current affairs, everything. I like to keep informed. So this is what I want to say. To all you people out there that are like me or similar to me and you young kids, let's start off with you young kids. Get an education. Go into debt up to your eyeballs for an education and get it. Because you want to know something? You can do more damage from the inside out than the outside in. And any of you with vendettas and revenge on your mind, this is how you accomplish it. Okay? So keep these words in mind. You can do more damage from the inside out than the outside in. And just to remind you, all these old people, these politicians and all these people in authority and everything like that, one day they're going to get old. And they'll be at the mercy of you young kids. Okay? Just remember that if you're into revenge and vendettas, and you can get them hands down because they'll be at the mercy of you. Anyways, just keep that in the back of your mind. Now, for the next people, such as myself, and people like myself, you're saying, I was just talking to an old couple here this morning. They're in their 60s, 70s. They're asking me, how they want to learn how to screw the system. Can you imagine? And they're retired. They're going to Florida to retire and vacation and live out there. But they're asking me, without me bringing it up, how they could screw the system. So I'm going to have them for tea and coffee, and I'll explain some facts of life to them when they come. Now, getting back to people like myself. If you find yourself backed into a corner and you have the police have information on you and stuff, according to Scott Stewart and James Devine, there was something like 50 incidents I've had with the Ottawa Police Department. Now, use that to your advantage. And you say, well, why? Well, you go down and for $50, you buy up all the police reports they have on you. Okay? And then you put them with your resume. That makes you unemployable. Because no one will touch you. Like, take for me, for example. I'm suicidal, so I may be working in a garage one day, and all of a sudden, I'm going to kill myself! And so I get the torch and I set myself on fire. That's just brilliant. Or I'm violent, and maybe I'll hurt somebody while I'm on the job. Because they didn't like what they said. And no regard for human life. Oh my God, there's Frank! He's about to have an accident. Well, who gives a shit? Let him fucking die. Okay? I use this to my advantage. I'm not this person, but they've made me out to be this person. So now I'm going to be this person. The person that they want me to be. Oh, and by the way, don't do anything illegal, okay? I don't do it. Not that you can't. I'm sure you're quite intelligent. You can do it. But don't. Play this totally legal. That way they can't touch you. They can't touch you. Do it, play it by their game. So let's say you're not well. So what do I suggest to you? I suggest that you go to Ontario Disability Support Program, get an application, take it to your family physician, and tell your family physician how screwed up you are, and you're under so much stress, and you might kill yourself, and you can't get an erection, you can't make love to your wife, and you're just a basket case, and you're drinking. And before you go into your doctor, just get a little whiskey and put some on your face, and you know what I mean, sleep in your clothes the night before you go in, and show them how much of a freaking basket case you actually are. Play the role. What are they going to say? You're not sick? Of course you're sick. Because they say you're sick. So then you make yourself believe you're sick. And if you're wondering about symptoms, just look up in a journal what the symptoms are of any case or mental illness, and go in there, and you'll win an Academy Award for what you do. So Harper and Baird and everybody in the Conservatives are going to screw you, okay? Learn how to screw them back legitimately and become a professional loser like I am, like they made me. They created me. So anyways, I'll be back, but that's just something that the House of Commons here on television this afternoon has inspired me to say. Be a professional loser and have fun at it.